what's happening. It is.
Look it. What are those?
Hold on, wait, I need
I need to
pictures.
get up here and see.
Hold on.
Matches. Matches.
My daughter runs to me. Mom! Miss so-and-so's on the phone. And I what? She was like, yeah, you matched. What? You're kidding me! Like, I cannot believe this is real.
Right, so it has been a whirlwind of the last week, and we just kind of wanted to bring you up to speed, give you some updates on where we sit today. So, as of December
5th, we got an email saying that we were active. Active means that we have been home study approved, like ready to present our family to expectant moms. But we chose to work with an agency that has relationships all over the country, and they got us extra ready beyond our home study for California. They made it so that we could adopt anywhere in the country. We gave them our criteria, which was any gender, any race. We were open to certain levels of drug exposure. We received an email that we had hit all the requirements and we were what they now call active. As of December 5th, that email came in.
meaning it was like go time.
So that kind of leads us up to day one.
Day one, there's a conference call, and I wasn't actually able to be a part of that, but Allie and
Our consultant, she basically
yeah,
explained everything.
she tells her everything that's going to be going on, and
This is what my
explains
eyes
to
are
her
like.
that we're going to be, starting to get cases. They hang up the phone. I get an email, and or we get an email, and start reading through everything, and we have like less than 24 hours to respond. I mean, it's like a whirlwind of emotions right away. We ended up saying yes to have our profile presented to this expectant mom. We got another one really shortly after that, and we ended up deciding to say no to this next one. Now, in retrospect, we probably could have said yes. Our minds were just like racing. So, yeah, so we ended up saying no to having our profile presented to that one. Day two, we get a couple more emails. A couple more cases are being presented to us. And there were some things going on with each of those cases that, we really just didn't have a piece about. There was some uneasiness with. We decided that it would be best to say no as far as presenting our family to both of those cases.
Days 3 and 4. So this was the weekend. I didn't know if we would receive cases over the weekend or not, but it was our first weekend. We knew that the expectant mom that we said yes to on Thursday, so we said yes to 1, no to 3, and that case just kind of sat with us all weekend long. We knew she saw our family among probably 12 to 15 other families, and so in one moment we're like, she's gonna pick us because, we've just said yes, and the other was like, well, there's all these other families that are in the same position as us. So the weekend was continuing on that whirlwind of emotions, of thoughts, of just wonder, of all of it. And so that leads us to, on day 5, we kind of went through the day. I had a lot of nerves. Like, we know that this woman saw our case. Like, are we gonna hear back? Is it first day? The conference call, I was told, be prepared to see up to 40 cases and be told no. That's common. And since you guys have a large family, is what we were told, it's very possible that you could see that many cases. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get picked. You will be matched with a baby that's supposed to be a part of your family. So we received our first no on the 5th day. And it was crazy. Like, the emotions were really just like, oh, this is what it feels like. This is kind of, okay, all right, this could take a while. We need to just kind of get prepared and just be ready to go through the long haul. And a little while later, we received an email saying that there was another case available, and it really had no reason for us to say no. So we didn't really talk about it. We were just like, we might as well say yes, and we say yes. So we said yes.
So day 6, we get another case. And this was one that actually really tugged on us emotionally. There were some pretty significant health complications. The distance was pretty far away, and so we felt like, things just couldn't line up for this one to move forward, and so we ultimately decided to say no to that one.
So day 7 was the day that it was a week from the time we received our email. I was going about my day, kind of obsessively checking my email, and one of our kiddos comes running with my phone. I got a phone call from my consultant. She called to talk to me about an email I had sent, and I shared just what it meant to me to be able to walk through hearing no, and like preparing my heart and the waiting process, knowing it's going to take a while for us to be matched because we have a big family. And she says, and I'm really glad you experienced no, because it's the last time you're going to hear it, because you, Allie, you and JR are matched.
What?
I'm like, wait, matched? What do you mean? I mean, really, honestly, at this point, I feel like in some ways, we really kind of guarded our heart and didn't really even consider the fact that we had just said yes. We were told no.
And we were preparing ourselves to just hear an abundance of no's.
A no, lots of them. I mean, it's going to take a really special person that wants to place their child as number 7. Yeah. And she wanted a big family. We would have loved to just come out and share it that day, but we needed to connect with her. So before we shared, we needed to really get a chance to talk, and it took about a week for that conversation to take place.
When did you find this out?
She just called me.
Where did she? What? I was checking my email.
She doesn't email, she calls. So I got a phone call from her, and I was still in my sweatpants. We're matched. We're not gonna tell our kids until Christmas. Oh God, help me keep that a secret.